The global AI is projected to skyrocket to over $1.3 trillion in the next 5 years. But beneath that value lies an unresolved conflict: the battle over generative AI and copyright as we know it today. AI trains on billions of works, so who should get paid? Who really gets to call themselves a creator? The answer to that question is being discussed right now in Europe. The European Union Intellectual Property Office recently released a major study confirming what creators already feared. The existing legal framework is not really enough to deal with the scale of generative AI training. The core problem is Europe's text and data mining exception, the TDM. It allows AI developers to use copyrighted content unless the rights holder has opted out explicitly. The EWIPO's analysis shows an undeniable legal gap. The TDM opt-out system is undermined by some structural failures. First of all, there is no single harmonized machine-readable standard for creators to reserve their rights across every platform. The lack of standardization makes the opt-out practically unenforceable for individual creators against big tech giants on a global scale. More importantly, the study warns of a value gap that keeps on growing. AI developers profit massively while creators receive little or no remuneration. In order to fix this, the EWIPO warns that some sort of compensation scheme should be essential. The topic really frames the central policy debate over the new AI Act in the EU. Did the Act, by affirming the TDM exception, basically grant the big tech the right to extract data, or did it strike balance that's necessary for proper regulation? The free pass argument is based on the following. Permission is granted unless you have the resources to opt out. However, the AI Act introduces a safeguard, a mandatory transparency obligation. Providers of so-called general-purpose AI must publish a detailed summary of the copyrighted training data that was used. That doesn't really stop the training, but it helps data creators to prove the violation and enforce their opt-out rights, which is a step towards accountability. Another question that many people, from lawyers to creators, are interested in is who is responsible for the output. Legally and philosophically, copyright protection should adhere to the principle of human authorship and originality. In this view, the machine is nothing more than a really complex tool. A system's properties are basically results of human programming and data choice. Therefore, unassisted outputs should remain unprotected because they lack the original human creative spark, which is the backbone of content creation as such. The human administrator who programs, guides, and refines the AI is the actual true author of the creative idea, and he, therefore, should hold the rights. This matters because this individual must also be recognized as the responsible party for the AI's actions, whether it's generating some new content or infringing on the existing IP. By prioritizing human-centric definition, the policymakers will ensure that IP systems continue to prioritize the human innovation, which was the thing that built the AI in the first place, rather than rewarding a machine. The battle over AI and copyright defines the terms of trade for the next digital economy. The European Union is attempting to govern a process of data mining which is now inherently global and invisible. The success of the AI Act will be measured by enforceability of its transparency clauses and whether it can sustain the fundamental promise of intellectual property that all creation and all accountability begins with the human being. If you would like to learn more about AI and disinformation and the future use of AI in the government, follow us and stay tuned for more videos like this.